Dorian with Geeks of Color. So, James, first of all, thank you so much for giving me a little bit of your time. It is an honor to be speaking with you right now. So, firstly, can you just talk about how you joined this phenomenal cast and what attracted you to this project?
Well, of course, the project has, any project has Henry attached to it, and Jordan Peele and Key. It's bound to be a classic.
Right.
This one will definitely be a classic of its time because, it's got that. What do you call it? Stop action.
Stop motion.
Yeah, stop action motion animation, and the different characters of the young teenager involved with these crazy, wacky guys in Wendell and Wild, and then on top of it, she brings us into one world and into another. So I go from one world to another, being Father Best, and Father Best, I love the character.
Since you're no stranger to voice acting or voice animation, was there something different that you took away from doing this, especially with the animation style and with your character specifically?
Well, first of all, I'm so glad that they put an Asian American actor doing the voice of Father Best. They could have used somebody else, but it shows you that time has passed in the sense of when I started. There were no so-called non-cliche roles for Asian American actors. Mm-hmm. When I started, it was all nasty Japanese generals or the villain. Once in a while there was a sympathetic part, but that was in 1953, 54, and 55, etc. Until I formulated the East-West Players, and then they began to notice that we can do other roles, So in that sense, put in James Hong, Asian American actor, into the role of Father Best, gives me a great satisfaction at how things have progressed from 70 years ago to now, where we see, movies like Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, and other Academy Award-winning director movies, etc., etc. That makes me very happy in the sense that through my journey, I have accomplished what I was after.
Everything at Once is probably one of my favorite movies, not of just this year, but of all time.
Really?
So, and it's going up there with this one, but yes, absolutely. And so my last question, just a little bit of a fun one before we wrap up. Now that we're in Halloween season, do you have any traditions or anything you do around this time for Halloween with your family or anything like that?
Good question. Well, at 93, there's not too much. I can't go tricks and treats anymore, But of course, growing up in Minnesota, I obviously was into the tricks and treats and counting all the pieces of candy you can have, But nowadays, the only thing is that go out for a very scary dinner and hope it's good food. But there's not too much for me to celebrate. I don't get into a costume and go to a ball anymore. I wish I could. Well, maybe next year,
You never know. Last question, just a little bit staying into the Netflix family. So I know they're working on a live action Avatar adaptation. Have they called you to play a role or anything yet? I would love to see you reprise one of your voice characters that you did on that show. Love to see you in the live action.
Which one?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh yeah, gosh, I haven't heard from them for a long time. I wonder what's happening. Are they still so-called creating it?
Yeah, they're making a live action one for Netflix. So
no,
we're gonna tell them to give you a call so you can.
I think I did receive a call from something about that. I'm not sure, but you never can count on things that they say. Oh, are you available? I hate that term. Of course, just tell me what you want. Don't say, are you available? Of course I'm available, but what is your timing like? Don't say, are you available? Just assume I'm available. Give me the job, and then I'll say I'm available or whatever. Let me decide.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I'm getting the wrap-up sign. It's been an honor talking to you, and I cannot wait to see what you do next.
Tell
sir.
them to cast me in Avatar. Yeah.
You heard it. I got you, James. I got
okay.
You. It was an honor.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.